Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. I'm not the biggest fan of next season's Bachelor in Paradise twist. I'll still watch, but it gives me the icks. Though I'm deliriously excited about Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, the new twist gives me the ick. Biffy is my favorite of all the Bachelor Nation shows. I even prefer it to the Golden Bachelor and the Golden Bachelorette, which says a lot because I love the Golden spin-off. Though I love both properties, I don't think they should be combined, as the twist proposes to do. The Bachelor Season 29 finale aired recently, and host Jesse Palmer announced the imminent return of Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. I was thrilled to learn the show would finally be back by the summer. My excitement was hampered when Jesse went on to reveal the season's big twist. Read on for an explanation of the twist and why I hate it. During the Bachelor Season 29 finale, Jesse announced that contestants from the Golden Bachelor and the Golden Bachelorette would also be appearing in Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. As much as I love all these shows, I don't think they should be on the same show, as I prefer them separately. I'm worried this could ruin BIP, which I would never get over. We've got a good thing going, ABC, and I don't understand why you have to mess with it. Jesse didn't expand on exactly how this whole thing would work. Perhaps there will be two side-by-side storylines, with two separate rose ceremonies. That would be the best way to do it, in my opinion. Surely it won't be some kind of dystopian free-for-all with everyone in the same cross-generational dating pool. I don't think I can handle that. Perhaps the Golden contestants will only be there on an advisory basis, like bartender and former contestant Wells Adams. We can only hope. I understand the predicament that ABC producers find themselves in. The meteoric success of the Golden Bachelor spin-offs has caused a serious scheduling headache. There simply isn't enough time to make and air all these great shows. They already had to sideline The Bachelorette to make room. Despite this reality, I wish they wouldn't mess with my beloved Bachelor in Paradise. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm one of those people who claims to be done with Bachelor in Paradise every single season finale, and yet, without fail, I'm back on the couch the second a new season premieres. It's like clockwork. There's something about the messy beach romances, the tequila-fueled tears, and the random guest appearances by former Bachelor Nation stars that I just can't quit. But this year they announced the new twist for the upcoming season, and I can't lie, it's giving me major icks. For those who somehow missed the big reveal, here's the gist. Instead of the usual format where contestants mingle, couple up, and deal with the occasional love triangle, this season is introducing something called Paradise Plus. That's their name, not mine. The idea is that halfway through the season, they're bringing in a second entire cast of singles, almost like a parallel universe, and then, apparently, the two groups will have to merge into one chaotic beach community. Production is selling it as double the drama, double the romance, double the heartbreak. To me, it just sounds like double the stress. Here's why. First off, I already struggled to keep track of who's dating who during the regular format. It's a lot of emotional whiplash watching someone cry over a breakup, only to be professing their love to a brand new arrival 20 minutes later. Now they want to add an entirely new cast halfway through the season. That's not romance. That's reality TV Hunger Games. Imagine finally stabilizing your relationship, surviving the first few rose ceremonies, and then suddenly, bam, a fresh set of contestants arrive to shake everything up. It's like building a sandcastle only to have a wave crash over it, right as you place the final seashell on top. And don't get me started on how it's going to impact the veteran players. You know the ones, the cast members who have been on Bachelor, Bachelorette, and Paradise at least twice, and somehow managed to make their presence known every single summer. These folks play the game like pros. They know how to work the cameras, stir just enough drama to stay relevant, and secure that sweet screen time. With a second cast coming in late, You know they're going to play it safe in the beginning just to ensure they make it to Paradise Plus. It's going to feel less like people trying to find love and more like people trying to secure their next sponsored Instagram deal. Of course, I get why production is doing this. They're trying to keep things fresh, to prevent the franchise from going stale. Ratings have been a bit wobbly, and every reality show eventually tries to reinvent itself in some way. Just look at how Love Island keeps tweaking Casa Amor, or how the challenge introduces a new format every season. But there's a fine line between fresh drama and forced drama, and this twist is skating dangerously close to the latter. Another thing that gives me the ick, the way this twist almost guarantees even more heartbreak montages. If we're already dealing with people crying into their margaritas on a normal week, imagine what it's going to look like when their partner gets stolen away by a brand new arrival they never saw coming. Cue the slow-motion walks down the beach, the sad acoustic guitar music, and the confessional interviews about how they just didn't see this coming. And while we're talking about heartbreak, let's be real. This twist might be fun for viewers, but it's brutal for contestants. Being on Paradise is already emotionally exhausting. You're isolated, under constant surveillance, and dealing with the pressure of a potential engagement looming over your head. Now add the anxiety of knowing a whole new wave of competition is coming in to potentially derail everything. Yikes. I also worry that this could take away from some of the genuine connections we've seen in past seasons. As much as we love the drama, Bachelor in Paradise has given us some of the franchise's most successful couples: Jade and Tanner, Serena and Joe, Hannah and Dylan. Because the format allowed them to meet early, work through issues, and grow together. If you're throwing in a whole new cast halfway through, you're making it much harder for any couple to survive long enough to build something real. All that said, am I still going to watch? Obviously, I can talk all I want about how it's going to be a disaster, but let's be honest, when premiere night comes, I'll be sitting there with popcorn, tweeting about who's wearing what and making wild predictions about who's going to get engaged. Because that's what we do as Bachelor Nation fans. We complain, we roll our eyes, we call it our guilty pleasure, and then we tune in every single week. Maybe that's the beauty of Paradise. It's messy, it's unpredictable, it sometimes gives us the icks, but it also gives us the drama we secretly crave. And maybe, just maybe, this twist will surprise me in the best way. Maybe it'll lead to unexpected love stories, iconic rivalries, and the kind of jaw-dropping moments we'll still be talking about years from now. But until then, I reserve the right to be skeptical. So here's my plan. I'll pour myself a drink, grab my favorite blanket, and settle in on premiere night with the full intention of side-eyeing every single moment. I'll roll my eyes when the first couple starts claiming they're unshakable because we all know how that ends. I'll groan when the first fight breaks out over a daybed. And yes, I'll probably yell, "I knew it," when the second cast shows up and chaos ensues. Because no matter how many times this franchise gives me the ick, there's just something about Bachelor in Paradise that keeps pulling me back. Maybe I secretly love the chaos. Maybe I just like yelling at my TV. Or maybe, deep down, I'm holding out hope that in the middle of all the drama, two people really will find their happily ever after. Either way, I'll be there, even if I'm side-eyeing the whole time.